All right. Sorry regarding the disruption. So back to what I was saying. I said we make some example which we open our I taught us how we can download our Visual Studio Code and how we can create a file and how to link files together to make our code more readable, which is very important. So, and I also make cited exam, and I told us that we should also go home and learn one or two things with respect to that, so that we can, so that we can have a simple way that we can build it together, which is a stepping stone. I also want us to know that we might need to go more further, and so that we are more acquainted with all the necessary language and codes that are related to this. And I want to let us know that the more we do these things, the more we get our hands dirty, the more we get to know it more and more, even beyond classroom. So I think I'll be sharing my screen now. Okay. So please, if you can see, can you just maybe raise an hand or send an emoji? Can you see my screen now? All right, thank you so much. So, like I said, the first thing to do is to create a folder that you want all your documentations or your codes to be stored. So just create a folder. Let me rename this. So you can just name it. Let me say my first web page. So the next thing you can do is to link it to your Visual Studio Code. Right click on it. So if you open your Visual Studio Code, you will see a page that you welcome you to. Yeah, welcome to Visual Studio Code. You can create a file here, but the best thing is just create it directly on the folder, which is here. So just click create new file. Then, like I said, you can use any name for your file. It's not necessary you use index, but the thing is the HTML must be there to instruct your computer that okay, you are writing HTML code. So let me just cite an example for okay, my first web page. Let me say first, this should be small letter, first web, then you put a dot. So you can see I name it another thing now, HTML. That is not index. Sorry. First. So then add a CSS file to first web dot or website dot CSS. So that means I can write my HTML code here. I can write my CSS code here. And this is the website I want us to create. I think I open it down here. This is the page I want us to create. Welcome to my website about HTML. HTML means hypertext backup language. It is used to create structures. And so exactly this page creation. When it comes to HTML, the first thing is to set your environment. And how do we set our environment? I told you the first thing is to just click a escalation button, shift 1 to bring this out, just click. Then to bring all the structures, the simple structures, which are the headers, the body, and the HTML tags. So it makes it possible for you to navigate and be more format. So, and I said the title. Tell us, okay, let's say my first website design. So let's go back to the website. Okay, this is, so what is the first thing? What is the first thing that we are looking at? That is the welcoming address. That's welcome to my website, and is the header, like you all know. So just put H1, like I said, then right. Can copy right from there. Uh, uh, then you go to, then you just paste. That's after you paste, you ensure you click a submit button. Just save it and minimize. So let's go to my first website, my first web page, then click this. You can see it's already showing on our local server, which is here. So, and how did I get it? Like I said, you go to that folder. When you click on that folder, you see a default browser. The HTML link directly to your local web server for us to see, for display. And this is it. This is the HTML file that was created in your VS Code, which is the first web. The HTML translates it into a local browser on your device, which is if you click again, you see it links me directly to the web page. So back to our code editor. What is the next thing we should expect? The next thing is this. Let me give the first one. Then the next thing said about that another header, which is the second header, about HTML. Then you just go, you type to about HTML. It's a capital letter. Just copy. Okay, so that's H2. Then there is a paragraph beneath telling us what it entails. Just saying the full meaning of HTML, which is the hypertext markup language that you use to create the structure of the web page. So you can just copy this. And you want to create a page that is exactly like this. Just a simple web design. Come down. Just press P, which means paragraph. Just paste. Secondly, what other thing? Then I think there is another header too, which is about CSS. So that's still the same thing. H2, that is the sub header. H2. Then paragraph. What's this? Okay, lastly, we have this green button. So let's just put let's put a button, but it can also be, let's say, let's put a paragraph to click me. Click me. I'm not going to do that. All right. Let me save this so that we can see. Save. Then we go to my first website. Let's load. You can see this is coming out. You can see it now. But it's different from this. So how can we make this to be something meaningful, be something pictorial, something people can relate with, something well structured? And that is where CSS comes in. So please, are you seeing my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, what of before? Are you seeing it before? Are you just seeing it now?
No, I was
Hello?
seeing it before.
All right, thank you.
I can see it before. Mr. Lai, I think you mute. Your mic is mute. Mr. Lai.
Hello?
Yes,
Oh,
we can hear
sorry,
you
I
now.
muted. Hello? Hello? Can
Yes,
you
we
hear me
can
now?
hear you now.
Sorry, I was
Yes.
muted.
Okay.
Sorry, I was muted. Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, we can. I can.
Right, so we can change the color to blue. Then you save this. Can reload. Should reload. That means there is an error on my side. Uh, so like I've said, there is one thing we are here to do, linking the website together. So we have to link it to our CSS file. So just can press the slash, like I said, to bring all the files that are in this particular file folder. So you just save. Then you can if you reload, you can see everything is black. You're not seeing anything. The color have overshadowed the can change it to white, the former. So and there are some colors. Colors also comes in numbers. It comes in RBG depending on the color we which the UI/UX sends to you. So, but I've already with the color on this page, which I've already itemized out. Color on this background color, which I've itemized, I think is ash 4F is a compound of white. The compound of white. You can use it. So no. See something from this page that these texts are not at the right side, they are at the center, giving us a center view. So how can we do that? That's where text align comes in. That means you are shifting, like you all know, we are this every content here are shifted to the right. So we can use the body tag to shift everything to the center. So just come here and text. So I shift that to use text align. The text align center. Then you see can see everything is at the center. So those are the ways, those are how CSS styling works. It helps us to make our HTML more readable. And we can even change the front size, the front family. I mean, the style of the writing, making it more suited to our taste. Let me check this one I'm working about. I think this should be area front family. Okay, let's give it a try. Okay, let's see. You can see it's the same thing. So that means they are inside a particular bus. This this particular test is blue. And these are not blue, these are black, and this is green. What happened? That means there is a way you can you do that is by ID. Is by ID. So ID is just a system, ID selector is just a system in which you select a particular aspect of your HTML for an instruction. So it's just a way you select a particular aspect of your HTML for an instruction. And how do you do this? For instance, the first way to do this is because this now is just one test. You are just changing a text to a blue. So that's how ID works. It only works for one aspect of an HTML. Is not it doesn't work with grouping. We have ID and we have class. But let me still make an example of ID for us so that we can have an idea of what I'm trying to say. So if you press ID, there will be a prompt, which is they just press ID, then it will bring a column. It will open a code for you. A code means that means there is a command that is there is a particular, call it, instruction, or we call it response that is expected from the laptop. So how do you just name your ID? Just for naming, you can say title, because it's the title of your web page. That's what it's all about. You are welcoming people to that website. So, and how do we use this ID now? We've already identified that, okay, this is the ID for this particular HTML instruction. So then you come to your CSS, and when it's ID, you align them with hash. Then that will be title. Then you open your curly braces because you want to pass an instruction. Then, so what is the instruction we are passing here? We want to change the color of that particular text. And what is the text? Which is your H1 text, the header text. Then you say H1, or you say color, because there is no, the header only pick just this H1. Then you don't need to put H1 there. It has already identified that. So just put color. Then let's say blue, and let's say okay. Okay, I think I might be getting something wrong. Sorry, just a minute. I'm having you with my address code.
I think Mr. Olaye's network give out again. And his microphone is muted. I don't know. Let me see. Hello, everyone. Are we still here?
Yes, see him.
Okay.
Like I've said, you add the ID to it. After adding the ID, which is just like a naming parameter for you to name the particular aspect that you want to add the instruction. Then you come to your CSS file. So you add the hashtag, which is very, very important for you,
We
which
can't see
identify
your
that, okay,
screen
this is
or
an
is it
ID
just me?
that you are using. Then you add your color. Then you add the. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but I can't see your screen. I don't know if it's just me.
Okay, sorry. Okay, can you see it now?
No,
Can you see it now?
I can't see it. I don't know. Am I? I can't see your screen, please. I
I'm already
cannot see
sharing
it.
my
Oh.
screen. Can you see now?
Yes.
Can you see now? All
Yes.
right, thank you. So, like I said, you name the ID, which is the title. Please, I will. Then you can name it. When you just click color to bring out a column, then name it blue or anything. But with respect to our template, which is blue. So that's what ID does for us. That's what ID does. Like I said, it only changes particular aspect of your HTML file. So moving to this, which is the H2, we notice that, okay, there is a particular box here. So how do we create this box? It's also what dev does for us. There is an aspect of this tag that is called dev. It helps in creating a container. It's helps to create a container. It helps to create a container, making us to manipulate that particular aspect of your page more. And how do we create a dev page? You just ID with it. Then you put what you want, the container that you wish, that aspect of the page that you want to be. that I want it to be contained. So also this, there is a container for it. Press this, hot. So like we have seen now, this is a container. This is also a container. So for instance, if I work, if I'm doing the same thing here at the same size, they have the same length, they have the same width, they have the same size, they have the same margin. So that means I can use a particular instruction for both of them. So you cannot use ID because we can name it any other thing. But I think container is the best name to name it. So that's class again. Then you name it the same thing, which is container. So what are we doing now? It helps us to be able to work or to be able to address a particular instruction to that aspect of the page. Then you just come to your CSS. Because if you go to our page,
I'm not. I think his network kicked him out again. So I don't know. We're almost done with the class anyway, because from the outline he gave us yesterday, we are almost done. So I think we should just wait a bit and see if he joins us back and round things off. I think the round things up, but the network is generally bad tonight. It's generally bad, so because it wasn't like this yesterday. I don't know.
The network is not working.
Okay, everyone, we are sorry. I think because of the rain, Mr. Olaye got kicked out of the meeting, and would see if there's a way we can have another class to at least cover up for this particular one. Because since we started, the network has, due to the rain, it's raining presently in my area, so I've been managing my network also. So I think at this point we should call it a day, and we'll see how soon we can reschedule this meeting so that we can fully learn the website development. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. See you
All
on the
right.
group. Good night. I'll be communicating with us on the group as per moving forward. Thank you.
Okay. Okay.
All
Thank you
right.
very much. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.